What's up, guys? I am on for a quick energy update here, and it is November 12th. Welcome to the energy this week. We have a lot going on energetically, per usual, but as far as the cosmos is concerned, we have major solar flares, G4 level, Schumann resonance spiking, planets in retrograde. There's a lot that is adding to the already pressure cooker energy that we're experiencing. Now, since we're in Scorpio season, we're looking to kind of dig and sort of unearth a lot of the things that are holding us back or things that we're looking to transform. And through that transformative energy, we're going to be finding little nuggets of things that start to make sense. So if you are experiencing so far this week a lot of highs and lows in your energy, in your emotions, in your mental ability to hold information, there's a lot of scrambling energy. So if you think you've got something figured out and realize that you don't totally understand what's going on, or shit, I didn't pay attention to what was just happening there, that is the vibe, and that is not just you. So as we're experiencing this, we are going to have fluctuations in our ability to hold the bandwidth of what what we're used to. And this is something that we're not used to. This is different. This is new energy. So as we experience new energy, we're going to have to acquire new tools. And essentially, if you look at this sort of space that you're in as a rifling through of the toolbox of the tools that you have access to, and determining by holding and picking them up and going, I haven't used this in a while. I don't know if I necessarily need this. Or they have a better version of this and I could probably upgrade, to I haven't used this thing in forever. There's that thing that I've been looking for in order to help me deal with XYZ. That's how I think looking at retrogrades is a more positive lens in that sense. And what doesn't work, you can switch it out. What doesn't work, you can do something different with it. Or you can choose to keep it with the knowing that it may not serve you in the future. And you probably are going to have to clean out that toolbox again. And sometimes that happens with people, and sometimes that happens with things. And for a lot of us, it's focusing on the home, and it's focusing on the home of the body. So if you're feeling that in the body as well, I see you, I understand, and I feel you on that one. All right. So as far as the update this week and specific messages for the collective, here we go. All right. So connecting with the energy of the group, what I'm experiencing is kind of like a pressing feeling that I feel in the jaw on both sides, and also a little bit of what feels like nausea. So there's some nervousness and there's some anger. There's some nervousness about expressing the anger. There's also some nervousness about expressing yourself in a way that you were never allowed to express yourself. Some of you are tapping into a different layer of anger for the very first time. Some of this is surrounded by family structures, relationship structures, structures at work, so structures in general. Very big Aquarian energy here, because those structures want to be shifted and they want to be deconstructed and built into something that you don't even have a name for yet. That energy is very much present here in the chest. And there's also a feeling of wanting to document or remember this time. There's a desire to photograph or record or somehow make sure that you're able to hold on to the details of what's occurring, because there's been so much flux, and there's a feeling of, I need to keep this somewhere safe. I need to keep things safe. And that energy too can kind of bring a sense of anxiety, a sense of nervousness, a sense of trepidation. And all of that is very much energetically created. It's created by that weird sort of wonky energy that I was describing about the solar flares and things that are occurring. So take it with a grain of salt. That's not to say that what you're feeling isn't true or isn't right or that it isn't valid. That's not it at all. It's just that a lot of what you're feeling is being exacerbated by external forces that are designed to kind of get you to a point of discomfort. And that point of discomfort is perfectly designed to get you to do something. So in all of the nothing and all of the when is it going to happen and all of the when is it going to change, or what can I do, or what am I supposed to do, or I can't take this anymore, gets you right to a point where you feel so discomforted or so uncomfortable that you have to make a choice, pivot, stop, start, do something of action. Now do that with a calm mind as best you can, especially now that you're understanding that the emotions of it isn't necessarily part of it, it's a symptom of it. And see if you can make better sense of it, because the decisions that we're making now are also subject to change. So take your time on that end. All right. So those are the messages this week. Would love to hear how they land for you. Would love to hear specifically if any of the stuff pings. And thank you so much for sharing with your friends. Thank you so much for sharing your clients and referrals and all that great stuff. I really appreciate you. Reach out to me if you are interested in a reading or working with me in a custom session. There's lots of cool stuff that we can do together. So reach out and let me know. And you can go ahead and follow me here. All right. Thanks. Have an awesome week. Peace.